Let's see.
Okay. We now wait one more time. This is the last time I'm trying this. Because if it doesn't work, I'm going to go play Rocket League.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
I'm going to go play FIFA.
All right, I know who that is.
All right, bet.
Okay.
All right. As we await everyone coming in for now the third time, so we can finish this discussion.
Oh, sorry.
Can you guys hear us? First off, just give me a comment. Give me a yes. Give me a no. If you could hear us, we will continue. If not, then we can't get these 15 minutes back.
Let us know if you can hear us. Yeah. There
Finally.
we go.
Alrighty. So where we left off, for everyone that is now rejoining us, we're gonna give you a minute to come in. We have done 2 streams. We were outside. It's almost 90 degrees. My phone overheated, so the stream broke. And then we came in, and my computer's being dumb. So now we are here. In case you were just joining us as well, Anthony Joshua defeated... I'm sorry, I just had a brain fart. Anthony Joshua at New Wembley Stadium beat Alexander Povektin. Povetkin, 11 years older than Anthony Joshua. Where we left off from our very first stream before my phone died was to finally get to Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
And will Anthony Joshua fight Deontay Wilder? He is going to be fighting Tyson Fury. We don't have the location yet, but hopefully we will very soon.
Yeah. Los Angeles is looking like a destination. So if you're in LA, like us.
Mm-hmm. Or on the East Coast, could be another destination, as you told me.
Yeah, it could be in Brooklyn.
One word that you brought up to me about Joshua was that he's smarter than Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
Would that result in a win for Joshua if he fights Wilder?
Listen, boxing is about technique, right? Like, you always have the fighter who could land that big punch, like who just... You can't beat them because they're going to land that punch, but they have to be able to land that punch, right? You look at Floyd Mayweather. He got in the ring with nearly everybody he fought towards the back end of his career was much bigger than him.
Yep.
If you can't hurt what you can't hit, undoubtedly Wilder's going to touch AJ, right?
Yeah.
But what I was saying to you was they've both been hurt in, you know, their last few fights. Against Klitschko and against Ortiz, respectively.
Right.
But what I like about AJ is when he was hurt, he got knocked down, he was still composed. He was still in his boxing stance. He still had a lot of technique. When Deontay got hurt, he seemed to get a little wild with trying to grab, trying to reach out, which leaves you open for counter punches, especially against a dangerous person who's just very technical, and they look for those openings like that. So, listen, how I see that fight going is they're obviously going to be very tentative, and I think that, you know, they'll both get touched. Whoever gets up from getting touched, that's going to be impressive, to say the least. But then whoever stays the most composed and who can stay the most focused on fight night is the person who's going to win that fight.
I'm trying to pull up another window so I can get to your... There we go. So I can get to your comments. Okay. The dad joke guy said, "Who's your guest there, Ricky? You need to have him on more often." Well done, sir. Already getting approval. He's an original. When I was first with TYT back in 2011, Britton was the boxing guy. He'll forever be the boxing guy. Continue to send in your comments as well. Do you think that Deontay Wilder is going to beat Tyson Fury?
You know, listen, that's a tough fight. That's a tough fight. Because, listen, Tyson Fury has a chin. Has he ever been knocked down? I don't think he's ever
Tyson Fury?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's ever been knocked down. We've definitely seen him touched. We've seen him wobble. We haven't seen him fall, to my knowledge. And he's still so relatively young.
You got knocked down against Steve Cunningham.
Against Steve Cunningham, did he? Yeah, he did. I do remember this fight. Fight. Big overhand right.
Huge overhand right.
Big overhand right. But you can see, even when he gets hit, he's still composed.
He got right back up.
He's still composed.
Yep.
He's still there. Walks to the corner.
Was a windmill.
Look at his eyes.
Right.
His eyes are still clear.
Yeah,
he's like,
cool.
okay, I got touched. Let's get back to it.
He's cool.
A lot of respect for Tyson Fury. A lot of respect for Deontay Wilder. I think that that fight is just going to come down to, again, like who's more focused, who's more composed, and who sticks to their fight game the best. you know that what Tyson is going to try and do is just to make it a ugly fight.
Totally.
He's going to try and frustrate Deontay. He's going to try and just, lay all over him, use his size to tire Deontay out. Deontay is relatively small in comparison to AJ and to Fury, right? He has smaller legs, right? So when you get to having a 200-plus pound person laying on top of you, that's going to tire you out.
Right. I thought you were going to continue that.
Go ahead.
Run-on sentence. Tyson Fury is awkward and can fight on the inside.
Yeah.
Said Supreme Darius.
This is very true.
Very true. John Hill says, when is he fighting Wilder?
I think it's December 1st or 2nd, whichever one is on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Probably the 1st.
Clyde asks who won, which fight. Anthony Joshua won in the 7th round. By the way, for those that are just joining us who did not see the first stream, you called what was going to happen in the 7th round.
Yeah.
You knew what was going to happen.
Yeah, he had been setting that up.
It was all part of a game plan.
He had been setting that up since the third round. And let me just say this. This is what I was explaining to Rick while we were watching the fight. Rick was starting to get a little anxious, and he was saying, "You were."
I was.
Rick was getting a little anxious. He said, "When are we going to see some offense from AJ?"
Because it wasn't there.
When is he going to explode? And I said, "Rick, be patient."
He was fighting like the smaller man, in my opinion.
No, he was fighting like the smarter man.
No. But we're using two different terms.
Yeah.
I agree with you, but you could also agree with me. That through those first 3 rounds, he was getting bullied and appeared, at least in my opinion, obviously, from a physical stature, he's taller than Alexander Povektin, he's bigger, but he was fighting like the smaller man.
But that goes back to my original stance. I think that AJ had 2 game plans here. One of his game plans was to be aggressive, see if he could step on Povetkin, see if he could steamroll him, see if he could get him out there early, which is why I told you, I said he's giving up his height in the first round. I don't really like that. When Povetkin would crouch down, he would crouch down with him instead of getting out of range, right? And when he realized, okay, this guy has heavy hands, this guy's hitting me, he's hurting me, he's busted up my nose in the very first round, he started to box behind the jab. He started to, pick his shots, started to poke holes in him. And what I noticed was he was leaving his arm down really low.
Very low.
So that he could stab him to the body. Povetkin, towards the 3rd and 4th round, was leaning forward in anticipation of getting hit in the body. Right?
Right.
And I said he's going to come with an overhand right at some point in this fight, and he's going to knock him out because that's what he's going to put the big power on. He was waiting to explode, and he did it. And that set up a world of hurt and a world of trouble for Povetkin.
As brutal as the sport is, it's also beautiful in many ways.
Yeah, it's a science.
It is.
Because
it's complete science.
What I was explaining to Rick was he had been baiting him with the jab to the body and to the chest for about 3 or 4 rounds. And I noticed in the 5th round that Povetkin was leaning forward and leaving his chin open, leaving his temple area open for a bigger man with more leverage on that right hand to come across and land something really big. He didn't go for it as soon as he saw it. He still wanted to poke more holes in him, get him more tired, make him lunge forward, make him exert his energy so that when he did land the big shot, he couldn't recover from it. And that's exactly what he did. That's ring IQ. That's boxing intelligence. I have a lot of respect for AJ.
Real quick, someone wrote that Jimmy Butler got traded. He did not get traded. So, no. To Andrew, he did not. Clyde is asking you, Deontay Wilder or AJ?
I gotta go with AJ, Clyde, and I say that just based off of ring IQ, and that's not to suggest that Deontay does not have ring IQ. I just think that it's obvious. AJ is a more technical fighter, and one shot in a fight like this of this magnitude with 2 big heavy hitters the fight's over.
Yep, completely. Alrighty. To everybody commenting about Jimmy Butler, he did not get traded. If he does, we will do something. Don't ask that question. Zephyrin Nielsen asks AJ or Ali.
Ali.
They're messing with you.
Okay. See, I'm not used to you guys. I'm not sure if you're trolling or if you really want to know.
All right, Kelly Pavlik or Floyd Mayweather?
Right. Kelly Pavlik, easy.
Yeah, obviously. That was a great fight. That Jermaine Taylor fight.
Oh, yeah.
When he got knocked down and then came back. Meanwhile, Jermaine Taylor's like sitting in jail right now.
I feel sorry for Jermaine Taylor.
I feel sorry for him too. Alrighty. We are done here. We appreciate everybody watching. KSI or AJ. KSI and FIFA. Alrighty, we are done here. We appreciate everybody watching, staying with us. Is there anything that you'd like to say before we sign off?
Great night, well, great day of fighting.
Great day of fighting.
Great night in London. And listen, for all the people who are in the U.S., man, I really wish that we could have the kind of atmosphere in our boxing arenas that they have in London. If you guys saw the build up to that fight, you saw they were having a party in there. It was so much fun. There was so much support for both of the boxers, man. I really wish we had that community here.
Before we go, there is one good comment here. You and I didn't talk about it. This is Carl, by the way. You and I didn't talk about it. We haven't talked about it yet at all. Mayweather and Pacquiao with a rematch. Someone just wrote, it's Clyde again. Does Manny Pacquiao win against Floyd Mayweather in the rematch? I still say no.
No.
But like, at this point, in your own opinion, why are they going to fight again?
Why are they going to fight? Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sold that they are really going to fight.
Okay. Let's say they were. Let's say they signed the paperwork today. Yeah, Mario hit the nail on the head. Money.
No, I mean, obviously, it's Manny probably needs the money. Floyd probably needs the money too. Floyd probably needs some money, but Floyd needs the attention probably more than anything. And I don't know if that's enough to get him through a whole training camp. If this was another Conor McGregor situation, then sure, because I know from resources that he cut corners in preparation for that fight. He didn't go through
McGregor fight?
Yeah, he didn't go through a full training camp. He trained
because he knew.
He trained for sure, but he trained to be a marathon runner.
Right.
Which is why you saw him not fighting like himself. You saw him just coming forward, just pressure him, putting up pressure on him to tire him out, knock him out. I don't know about Manny. I don't know if we're going to see that fight, but if we do, it'll obviously be for the money. I just don't know if the kind of money that Floyd is going to want is out there for that fight.
Would you last a round with AJ or Conor?
Me?
Yeah.
I'll knock Conor the fuck out. No joke. I think I would beat Conor McGregor in the fight.
I don't think you would.
I think I would.
I don't think you would.
I think I would.
You get a full training camp?
If I get a full training camp.
You get a full training camp, he gets
and it's a boxing match?
It's a
boxing match, I think I'll beat him.
What about a no-holds-bar fight?
Nah.
So yeah, UFC.
If it was a UFC fight, if it was a UFC fight, he'll kill me.
But a boxing match.
In a boxing match, I think I beat him.
How would you beat him?
The same way Floyd did. Pressure, bro. He obviously doesn't hit that hard.
No, not hard at all.
He doesn't.
He was hammer fisted.
Well, I mean, but he landed some good uppercuts against Conor. I mean, against Floyd. He landed some good straight left hands. You know what I mean? Like Floyd definitely has a chin, but
he does, but he didn't get hit with the kitchen sink.
And he doesn't have the technique to land good boxing punches.
Right.
He has enough technique and enough leverage to hurt you in those 4-ounce gloves, 8-ounce gloves, or 10-ounce gloves. I don't see it. I think I'd beat him.
You knock him out.
I don't know if I knock him out. I think I'd outbox him.
You just said you'd knock him out.
Okay, well then I'll knock him out then, if that's what I said.
What round?
11.
10.
10 or 11, yeah.
Could you deal with the mental warfare? Press conference?
Yeah. I would laugh. That's entertaining to me. I would laugh. I don't think he would get under my skin. I would laugh with him. He would probably think I was crazy.
Probably.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We're done here. We appreciate everybody watching.
Yes, I can knock out LeBron James too.
Nobody can. We appreciate everybody watching. We appreciate everybody commenting. Hopefully we'll be able to do this for more fights as well. If you would like to be a part of the show, YouTube Super Chat is how we do it. Click the green money sign. Donate whatever you can. Keep us going. Keep us moving. We appreciate everybody watching. As I now make this really awkward. Where is it? Alrighty. We'll see you next time.